Hi, my name is Pamela. Thank you so much for having me on your blog this month, Suzanne from Vibrant Violin. I really appreciate it. I will try to keep this as brief as possible because I tend to be a talker. I am an adult returner to the violin. I returned 3 years ago this past November, and I just couldn't not play the violin anymore. I hadn't played the violin with any sort of regularity in 14 years. And I started waking up crying, thinking about it. I cried at the New York Philharmonic about it. I cried with a classmate in the class that I was taking about it. And I was like obsessively listening to this CD that I had picked up that I discuss later on. And so it was just time to return. And I work with a private teacher. I meet with him every other week for an hour, and I'm on like a pretty rigorous diet of Shradiak and Yost and Sevchik and double stops and scales and all the things. And I actually do Shradiak and Yost and Sevchik on a daily basis to one extent or another. Lately it's been one Shradiak and a couple Yost and one or two Sevchik. The trots come and go depending on what repertoire I'm playing. And so what am I doing when I'm not sitting in my practice room being happy as a clam in my practice room by myself, by the way? Like, I would be totally happy. Like, I'm one of those people where I'd be completely content practicing in a room all alone for 8 hours a day. Like, I'm okay with that. And because it's just about me and the violin, my best friend, my soulmate, and I talking to each other. So I joined a vocational orchestra for a performance back in the fall, and they only do intermittent performances, maybe once a year. So I have to decide when they're going to do it again this year, if I'm going to do it or not. I'm not sure yet. I joined a performance workshop for adult players here in the city, which I think is going to be great because I have terrible performance nerves, as does anyone who does not perform regularly, I'm told. So I'm trying to fix that by performing regularly in a safe and supportive environment, which is also why I joined the Vibrant Violin community. And I have 2 recitals coming up in 2020, one in June, one in September. I'll be playing repertoire that I have recently been approved to shelve for a little while, and repertoire that I'm currently working on. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, which is probably why I'm okay with spending 8 hours a day by myself practicing if I had 8 hours a day to do that. So, I don't know, I guess that's about it. I have my trusty friend. I have my little space with all of my herbs and art supplies behind the curtain. And I have all my sheet music, which I have a lot of, but what I've actually played since I've returned, I think, is maybe this big. And I have like 6 things filled with sheet music here, so I have a lot on my plate that I would like to take on one day, if I ever have the technical skills and time. So it's just, I love the violin, I love music. Music is my life. I'm always listening to music. I'm always thinking about music. I'm always hearing music, even when no music is to be heard from the outside world. I just think our hearts just generate all sorts of music on a regular basis, and I'm trying to answer the call to share some of that with other people. So that's why I'm here. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.